Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming up today. My old subscribers, thank you. And to those that are viewing for the first time or that have not subscribed, please click on the subscribe button and the notification bell so you get notified each time we upload a new video. And to my new subscribers, thank you for subscribing. And please do not forget to hit the like button. Friends, I'm the woman who fiancé snatched her wig and her slippers, also engagement ring, when he found her in another location with another man having lunch. Is now speaking up. If you can recall, few days ago I had posted a video, even the scene of what happened, how a guy walked in on his fiancée and snatched everything away from her in an open public and even in the daytime, which I said that it's really embarrassing, but at the same time it was funny because no one would expect that a man would do that kind of a thing or anything like that would even happen. So right now she is coming up to speak with regarding that. And she was captured in that viral video which I had posted. She was humiliated by her own fiance, and that was over this weekend. The lady was at Jabi Lake Mall with a man when her fiance walked up to them, confronted her, then snatched the wig he bought for her from her head. He also took the slippers and her engagement ring, and he just stormed off. You can recall, looking at the video that I had posted on Saturday, you could see that the man just picked everything and he walked away. He didn't even turn back. And unfortunately, nobody could even come up to like intervene or to stop. They just wanted them to have it their own way, since it was about both of them. You could see that people just turned and they were looking somewhere, reacting to it by making comments of it's not nice and all. But then the man still did what he wanted to do. And that video that was posted online, the lady admitted. There's also a video she's now speaking of, which I'm going to post. You'll see the video. And the lady admitted that her man overreacted by collecting all he gave her, but she begged Nigerians to stop alleging that she was cheating on her fiancé. She said she was not caught in a compromising position and doesn't want Nigerians giving her a bad name. She has begged people not to drive her to depression. She also added that she now understands why people commit suicide. So that's the lady there. She's speaking up. I'm dropping the video behind where she is now calling on everybody not to drive her into the state of depression. From what she is saying that the fiance, according to her, they overreacted and he didn't get her in an uncompromising state. But the one thing she left here without saying is if she had anything to do with that other guy. All she's saying that he did not get her in any compromising position. And she is saying that no one should refer to her as a cheater, as someone who is cheating on her fiance. So guys, what do we all think? Because she failed to even describe or express or say who that other man was, which is best known to her. But since she's now coming out to speak up to clear the air, I think some things were left behind for her not even explaining or saying, okay, this man is a friend or he's not a guy that I will try to have something with. Well, that's best known to her. I think that should be her own privacy. But just because she's now coming up to speak, but she never mentioned who that man is. All she is saying is that she wasn't cheating on her boyfriend and she wasn't found in any compromising state. Guys, what do you all think about it? Do you think that coming out was necessary for her to come out and explain to the world? Sometimes some people, when they come out to explain to the world what is happening, in some cases that's when you expose yourself more. Some people though, and in some situations there are certain things you clear the air. But guys, do you think that it was okay for her to still come out to explain? Well, maybe she did that because it happened in the public and the video has gone viral. And in that video, if you notice, her face wasn't so clear. You wouldn't even know who this person was or who this thing happened to. You just know that there's a lady there and there's a guy, because their faces weren't very clear for anybody to easily identify them. So right now, I think that even now that she has come out to say this on the video, that's when she had made her face very clear and everybody is now getting to know who she is. I think in certain things there is no need to come out in public. Well, people are different though. It's just that certain things you do, you come out openly again to explain to people, you would only end up putting yourself in even more harm than good, because some people would now use that to tag you. Now your face is everywhere, everybody now gets to know who this person is. Earlier, they didn't really know, except people that are close to her and knew the fiancé, knew both of them, that would know that this is this. But random people that didn't know her one on one, her face wasn't even very visible, even the guy's face, for you to easily identify them, except you've known these people before. And coming out right now in the open, in the public, online, to now explain yourself, it's, well, I don't know, like I said, individual differences. People have their own way of handling issues, but coming out like this is just more exposure of her own self. If sometimes they said, if you're not guilty of something, you don't need to come out to start saying, and they say clear conscience fears no accusation. You just let it fly. It's painful what happened to her. It's really embarrassing because it was even in the daytime and people were actually there. So it's not like something she can easily hide her face from people, especially those that were around her. You can see that in that video. You could go back and see it. If for those that have not seen it, you see her bending her face. You could see the shame. Some other lady had to go there to like console her. So you see that she's on barefoot and no wig on her hair anymore. It was taken away from her, which is really, really embarrassing. But notwithstanding, certain things like that happen and it's only heals over time. Time, they say, heals a lot of wounds. Sometimes coming out in the open like this to explain things to the world even make matters worse. That's when you now see some people will now start tagging her and then saying certain things that may even end up causing the depression she is trying to avoid. You know, most people said these things, did not that they knew her one on one. It was a video that was sent viral and the person in question, the pig face wasn't even visible. Unlike now that she had come out to make a video about it, has brought out her whole face to the public, which for her, she thinks that's the best way for her to handle it. Well, if that's the way she felt she should handle it, it's okay for her, since that's her own choice about something like this. However it is, who knows, probably the boyfriend, maybe if he investigates to find out that there was nothing between her and the man she was with, probably they may reconcile and he may give her back her ring and whatever he had taken away from her. But guys, isn't this funny? Because I said something earlier, no one would expect that the guy would behave like that. It's just that some people or some women, they do things that will push a man to the wall. Some women, some men would even spend millions on them and train them in school, and at the end they leave that man and then go to somebody else. And when the man gets to find out, it's really heartbreaking. So who knows how much or what this man has spent on her. But notwithstanding, I don't think it was really okay for him to pick up all those things from her. Maybe he would have waited until they are just alone together. But doing that, probably he was really pained and upset to see that he is taking care of a lady and then she is looking good for another man and not for him. This is my first time of seeing that a man would do that, pick up the wig from her head and everything that she had on her that he got for her. It's still funny somehow, but it's painful because of the lady in question. it's happened in an open public where there are a whole lot of people there. So that's why she is so pained about it. And some people will be making certain comments that would even push her to the wall. But I will say, if she can, it's not easy though, but if she can put herself together and try to avoid the internet for a while so that she doesn't read, because definitely people would say what they want. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion, and you can't get everybody to say good things or to say what you want to hear. You definitely get some people who would lash at you and say a whole lot of things because they are not there and they don't know what transpired. This is just how it happens generally. So the only way for her now to avoid going to the depression she said or she mentioned is for her to just stay away from the media, stay away from the internet, stay away from online for some time, and then let it heal and you move on with your life. If the guy comes back, fine. If he doesn't come back, whatever happens, she should just try to put herself together. It's just that some men would be pained that the lavish or spend on the woman, and to them it may look like the woman is not appreciating or she is not being contented. She wants to get from here and get from there. In some cases, that's what some women do, and it's so heartbreaking to these men, especially if the men are just being faithful to a particular lady and they get to find out that maybe the lady is cheating on them. They react in a way that you wouldn't even expect. It's just the annoyance. Probably the guy was so upset, the fiancé was so upset, and out of that anger, he acted the way he did. You may go now and find out from him. He may not be okay with what he did that very day because he was upset about the position or where he found his fiancé. But like I said, something that's very on Saturday in that video, probably if her fiancé knew where she was, maybe if she had explained to him prior to that time, or even called him on the phone and say, I am here and this is the person I am with. If he knew, maybe he wouldn't have gone to that extent because he knows, okay, she has told me where she is and this is who she is with. Maybe someone called him on the phone and told him that this is where your fiancé is and this is who she is with, and he didn't expect it or he wasn't aware of that. That would trigger a lot of anger, and then you'd be like, oh, with another man and all of that. And to his own dismay, he got there and that was what he really saw. Who knows, maybe he trailed her or something. Something must have gone wrong somewhere, because it's not possible that your fiancé or even your wife or your husband will know where you are and whom you're with and why you are there, and he will still come to react in the manner he did. Guys, let's analyze this whole thing together. If you're aware of where your fiancé is, or where your husband or your wife is, and who the person is with at that particular time, prior to that she had explained to you, would you still go and react like that? Do you think it's possible that the guy will still react in that manner, knowing that he is aware of where she is? That's why transparency comes into play. Like I said then, she may not have anything to do with this other man. They may be business partners or just friends. But the fact that her boyfriend was not aware that they are there and she is there with another man, and probably someone had called him on the phone or he trailed her and found out that's where she was going, it can be very upsetting. Or maybe she told him she was going somewhere else and then she found herself there, and it will look like this is what happened. There are a whole lot of things to put in this whole thing that might have triggered the anger, but notwithstanding, at the same time, coming to have picked up all those things from her in the open public, well, guys, what do you also think about that? In situations like that, there are different ways of handling issues in that manner. And again, transparency. Please, partners, be transparent to your fellow partner, because you may be innocent and you would end up finding yourself in a mess like this or in a situation like this. If this girl now probably is innocent, it just made her embarrassed. It just created an embarrassment to her person in public, because one, her fiance was not aware, Maybe he didn't even know anything about the other man, or that she was with another man having lunch. And if he knew, I'm sure he wouldn't have gotten to that extent. So please be transparent, both the man and the woman. Be transparent to one another. Let your partner know who you're, especially in a situation where you're with another man, if you're the woman, and if you're with another woman, if you are the man. Call your wife or call your fiancé, call them and let them know where you are and who you're with, so that they would have that prior information. It's painful if someone will call you on the phone and say, this is where your wife is, this is where your fiancé is, or this is where your husband is, or this is where your boyfriend is, and you're not aware. It can be really heartbreaking, and especially when the person gives you an information that he'll be in a particular place at a particular time, but end up being in a different place. That can trigger a whole lot of anger and pain. Friends, what do you all think about this? Please, however you feel, you can put that down at the comment section. I'm leaving the video behind. Thank you for coming up today. Please don't forget to hit the like button, also the notification bell, and subscribe so you get notified each time we upload a new video.
Please, Nigerians, my name is Fiancé. What happened at Jabi Lake Mall is not what you think. There is no sign of cheating there. There is no sign of cheating there. I know my man overreacted, fine, collected his engagement ring, the things he bought for me. Do you see any sign of this cheating there? Do you see any sign of cheating? Was that on top of a man? The calls are too much. The messages are too much. I see reason why some people commit suicide. Please, I'm begging all of
Friends, I'm here today to talk about how to start up a new YouTube channel. So for those that are looking to start up a new YouTube channel, probably you've been trying to figure out how to go about it, or you have been trying to see what it entails or what you need to start. That's why I'm here today, to give you the easy way for you to get this done. Not just the easy, but the best method, and also to give you or to talk about the best teacher who will give you all that is required for you to start up your own YouTube channel. This is a teacher. He is really successful with his YouTube, and he has been a teacher for so long now. Teacher is Matt Pa. He's going to give you a step-by-step method on how to start up your own YouTube channel. No stone unturned. Every step of the way, he's going to lead you through it. You have links that you can actually reach out to him and communicate with him directly. That's Matt Pa there. You can see the huge successes he has made in YouTube. You can see his silver, you can see the gold, you can also see his revenue that he's actually making on YouTube, which is very huge. He is going to give you a YouTube step-by-step tube mastery class, every step of the way, from the beginning of the opening of the channel to how you can start up and put up your videos. He is leaving no stone unturned, like I said. So for those that are seeking for how to start up their own YouTube channel, this is the easiest and the fastest way for you to have access to this particular teacher, who is honest and straightforward, and you will enjoy every bit of the class, and you will have lots of gain. At the end of your class, you will have lots to hold on to and to start up your own YouTube channel. It's going to be like an ABC class, starting from the scratch. So please, for those of you that are interested in starting up your own YouTube channel. Matpa, he is the teacher, and you would have direct access to him. I'm dropping the link below. So please, you just click on that link and you will have access to Matpa's class. He is going to give you the whole content of YouTube and all that it takes for you to be successful in YouTube, and how to start YouTube from the scratch. Like I said, and I'm going to repeat, he's leaving no stone unturned. And it's so interesting that if you have any kind of complaint, no matter the time you have this complaint or you are confused about anything, you can communicate directly to him and he will give you a response as soon as he gets your question, or as soon as he gets your mail or anything you're trying to confirm from him. He is quick at responding and he will give you the right answers. And even if you go elsewhere to search, you find out that what he is saying is actually true. He wouldn't mislead you. So please, for those of you that want to start your own YouTube channel from the scratch and see how you can be successful on YouTube, please go to this link, click on the link below, so you will have access to the teacher. That's the teacher there you can see and see his success. You can go through that and then you click on the link so that you can have direct access to Matpa himself. This teacher, you will enjoy and enjoy every bit of the classes that he's going to give to you. So friends, do not forget to click the link below so you have access to Matpa's Tube Mastery class, and he will give you the best teaching for YouTube you would really need to start your own channel. Friends, thank you for coming up today. Please, for those that have not subscribed, click on the subscribe button and the notification bell so you get notified each time we upload a new video. Thank you once again, and God bless you all.